What if I told you that the strongest weapon on Earth isn't a nuclear bomb, isn't an army, and isn't even a hunter? What if the real threat is a man who keeps getting stronger every single second? This is the moment where solo leveling stops being a story about survival and becomes a story about domination. This is Season 3. Season 3 opens in a world that looks normal on the surface. Gates still appear, hunters still fight monsters, people still live their daily lives. But underneath all of it, the balance of power has been broken. Across South Korea, high-rank hunters feel something they can't explain. A strange pressure, like standing too close to a sleeping dragon. Even S-rank hunters, people who once stood at the top, feel small, and they don't know why. The reason is simple. Sung Jin-Woo exists now, not as the weakest hunter, and not even as a top hunter, but as something outside the system. The story shifts to Jeju Island, a place spoken of with fear. Years ago, this island became a dungeon nightmare. Multiple S-rank hunters entered, entire raid teams were wiped out. The enemy wasn't just strong, it was evolving. The Ant-type magic beasts didn't just fight, they learned. They adapted to human tactics, they grew stronger with every battle. Eventually, Jeju Island was abandoned, declared a no-man's land, a symbol of Korea's greatest failure. Now new intelligence arrives, and it's terrifying. The ants on Jeju Island are no longer the same creatures from before. Their magic power has increased, their intelligence has grown. Some have begun developing wings, flying ants. This single detail changes everything. If they leave the island, Korea will fall. And if Korea falls, other countries won't be far behind. For the first time, humanity realizes something chilling. This is not a dungeon problem. This is a species-level threat. News of Jeju Island spreads beyond Korea. Japan reacts first. Japanese hunter officials offer help, proposing a joint raid. On the surface it looks like cooperation, but beneath the polite words lies tension, national pride, political pressure, and the fear of being weaker than another country. Some Japanese hunters see this raid as a chance to prove superiority. Others see it as an opportunity to remove rivals. Because in a world ruled by power, alliances never come without a price. While the world panics, Sung Jin-Woo remains quiet. He doesn't attend meetings. He doesn't make announcements. He doesn't show fear. Instead, he trains alone. His shadow army grows larger, darker, and more disciplined. Each shadow soldier carries the remnants of powerful enemies. But something is different. Jin-Woo feels it. A presence. Not from humans, not from monsters, but from something ancient. Something watching him, evaluating him. For the first time since gaining the system, Jin-Woo realizes he may not be the only one who has transcended humanity. This episode quietly emphasizes Jin-Woo's transformation. He doesn't think like a human anymore. He thinks like a ruler. Every decision is calculated, every movement controlled. Even his emotions feel distant. The shadows respond to his will instantly, like an extension of his mind. And without realizing it, Sung Jin-Woo has already stepped into the role of a monarch. Plans for the Jeju Island raid move forward. This will be the largest raid in Korean history. A battle involving elite hunters from multiple nations. A fight that could decide the fate of an entire country. But the episode makes one thing very clear. The ants are not the only danger. Pride, greed, fear. Humans may betray each other long before the monsters arrive. As the episode closes, the tone turns dark. The ants prepare, hunters prepare, nations prepare, and somewhere in the shadows Sung Jin-Woo stands alone, calm/silent, unshaken. The world believes it's preparing for a raid, but what's really coming is a war. And when it begins, everyone will finally understand. Sung Jin-Woo isn't rising anymore. He has already arrived. Thanks for watching. If you're as hyped for the Jeju Island arc as I am, hit that like button and subscribe for more solo leveling content.